Can a truth seeker be a truth finder? And when one finds the truth, how do they respond? Welcome to this, your daily 180 Bible study. In Acts chapter 8, verse number 39, we find that this man, an Ethiopian eunuch, went on his way rejoicing. We're asking the question, why did he go on his way rejoicing? And yesterday we began by saying he was a truth seeker who had found the truth. How satisfying for that to be the case. Well, how do I know he was a truth seeker? Well, number one, he's reading from the book of Isaiah. Number two, when Philip asked him, do you understand what you're reading? He said, how can I unless someone guides me? He was a very humble man who wanted to know the truth. Now, he's reading from what we would know as Isaiah 53, which gives a depiction of our suffering Savior and his trial and his crucifixion and all the things that he went through. And I want you to notice verse number 34. So the eunuch answered Philip and said, I ask you, of whom does the prophet say this, of himself or some other man? He had been pondering this. He wanted to know, what is this talking about? Wouldn't it be wonderful if everyone had that attitude, I want to know the truth? Now listen, I believe with all my heart that this book contains the truth which will transform your life. And we need to have the attitude, myself included, that I want truth. Now, if you've got evidence that this is a fraud, then bring it on. But if you examine this book and you find that this book rings true and that there's evidence to back it up that it is the truth, then let's dig into it and find out what God has to say to us. John chapter 8, verse 31 and 32, very important passage. You're familiar with verse number 32, which says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. But listen, that doesn't just happen mystically, just all of a sudden one day, bam, the truth hits you. No. Verse number 31 is the prerequisite. Verse number 31 says, Jesus, the very words of Jesus, if you abide in my word, we need to be living in his word. If you abide in my word, you are my disciples indeed, and, tying this together, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. If you want to know truth, you can know truth. But you have to have that attitude you're going to seek. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse number 6 says that God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Truth is obtainable, but it requires us to think, to ponder, to search. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.